still fighting the storm. Hearts full of pain, but we're trying to transform. Mental health matters, can push it aside. We're more than survivors, we're meant to rise. Give us the care, not just the blame, cause healing begins when you call it by name. Stop the bullying, don't look away. Stop being silent, just speak up today. We're still breathing, fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform. Fighting the storm and trying to transform.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Making Change Requires Everyone. We are back with segment 2 of our series on stereotypes. I'm your host, Shandelle, and I'm joined today by my co-host, Sharon, and a very special guest.
If you watch the first segment, you'll have a better understanding of what stereotypes are and how they affect us. But to really put things in perspective, we have a guest with us today to share her experiences as a Black woman working in the niche world of acrobatic performance.
Her name is Elsie Morin, and she's an international renowned artist, choreographer, and acrobat known for her groundbreaking work in aerial performance. Please welcome Elsie Morin.
Hi, Elsie. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi. We're so happy to have you here today, but before we dive in, please tell us more about yourself and the work that you do.
Well, my name is Elsie. I was born in Montreal from parents that come from Haiti. They arrived in 1962. And I grew up here, went to school here, became a physical education teacher, and I also have a dance certificate from a university level. When I was little, I was a very shy little girl. So my mother entered me in classical ballet. And she entered me in English classical ballet. I speak French, and I didn't speak English at the time. She wanted me to speak English, so she just put me in that ballet class so that I start learning English. She didn't expect that I was going to make a passion out of it, and I was just going to fall in love with that discipline. So that led me to take more dance classes. As a teenager, I took modern class, contemporary class, African classes, and decided that I wanted to become a dancer. And that dancer wanted to dance everywhere we're on the planet and just have an international career. That was my dream at the time. And this is who I am.
All right. To steal your thunder again, because I'm like, what made you so interested in classical ballet? Like, what was about it that so engrossed you and made you fall in love?
I don't know. Maybe it was all those ballets that I used to see on television. You know, the Nutcracker, Cinderella, and then I'm a certain age today that you don't have.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, there was this TV show that was called Fame. And every week I would watch Fame. Fame was what an inspiration. It was a show every week. It was in the New York Art School. I forgot the name. The New York, anyway,
Yeah.
Juilliard's. So you had students like in dance, theater, all kinds of disciplines. And every week they were putting on a show. And I just could picture myself there. I was like, wow, I could be there, be part of that school, of that team, of that energy. And this just kept like going in my head. Like I wanted to go to the Juilliards and become that dancer. But then my parents were like, you want to go to New York. I mean, here we're in Montreal and dance classes are so much cheaper than just going in New York. So you're going to stay here. But I kept dreaming. And my dream came true after the years. I did in my acrobatic field, I did perform 800 times in 22 countries around the world.
So how did those stereotypes affect you, your opportunities, and your interaction with other performance directors and audiences?
I think I really never paid attention to that because I tend to think that every time someone is there to criticize you, they want to discourage you. If you start listening to them, you'll go nowhere.
Yeah.
So you have to listen to your little voice, the one that says you can, not the one that says you can't. So focus on the one that says that you can, because there are a lot of, I don't want to say mean people out there, but maybe there are a lot of jealous people. So let's see it that way. Just trust yourself. And remember one thing is that whatever you do at any level, you have to ask yourself the question, who are you doing this for? Are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the others? And I think that at first you have to focus on yourself. If you're proud of what you do, the others, they won't affect you.
Right. I mean, right. You never know how far you can go if you don't try, you know.
Exactly.
Right. But did you ever feel like pressure to fit in a certain image to be accepted in the industry, or?
Well, I know that the industry has specific, they're not going to hire someone who doesn't have muscle and who's fat. We live in a world, and we've been living in a world where the skinny look, muscles, this is the standard. So even if I come and I say, well, I don't care about that, well, they're not going to hire me. That's all.
Yeah, it's very matter of fact. Okay, so this is another question that I'm very interested in. I think this is a problem in which every artist undergoes, right? And it's like the ultimate question. Should I pursue what my parents or what society would think would be a more practical or more easier career path? Or should I pursue my artistic vision? So what I'm interested in is that, did you ever have like a place in your life where you were like sort of like battling between those two options?
Yes, I did. For a long time. And I still do. It's, I came from an immigrant family. So for them, it was very important that I get a diploma and that I have a real job, a real job. So I became a teacher. But I was totally unhappy in that field. So I kept training. I kept dancing. I kept, like, every night after school, I would go and take dance class and stay fit and stay in that world. Because when you have a dream, the dream cannot just be in your head. You have to be in the environment of your dream to be able to nourish something that will maybe happen one day. So my advice is, I think it's in the world today, it's an asset to have a diploma. Like, go to school, finish your school degree, get a diploma. You will always have it if you need it one day. But don't kill your passion, because this is what will keep you healthy, physically and mentally. And if you can earn your living with it, perfect. But don't kill it because of your parents or what society thinks.
To tie it back to what we were originally talking about with stereotypes, I think as Black people, I think it's we're no strangers with dealing with stereotypes, right? So when I'm thinking about circus, and like, it seems to me, at least from an outside perspective looking in, that it's like very majority white, right? At least when I think of an acrobat, I'm usually thinking of that, right? And so what I'm interested in is like, did you experience any sort of like stereotypes there, or what were your experience with that?
Well, I think there's a lot of misinformation about that field, I guess. Yes, we could say it's mostly white, but it's mostly, I would say, Russian and Chinese. Much more than...
Yeah, actually thinking about that,
It's more the nationality than the race. Because in those countries, they are like high achievers in acrobatics. You've seen them in gymnastics or skating.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is what I see mostly in the circus business. It's that part, like really Russian, Chinese. They work for less money. So that's what we see the most. There are black people in the circus world, more traditional circus. You will have a lot of Guineans, Africans, not a lot of Caribbeans. It's less. But again, if you become an acrobat, it's because you've put the time in it and the money, because it's an expensive field. If you have to buy an apparatus, like anything, you need the money to be able to get that material, and then you have to hire a private coach. So it becomes a very expensive field. So it's not everybody who's ready to do that. It's less attractive when you have to upfront all that money before you start training. And then the acrobats who gets to the top, well, is the best one.
Yeah.
So it's always like, it's a pyramid that goes like this.
It's a when you said pyramid, I was thinking about business, and there was a few negative connotations, but
well, it's not. It's there's a lot at the bottom, and who's gonna get the job? It's the best one.
Yeah.
So
whether
you put in the work or you don't.
That's fair enough. But so with all of those, how did those stereotypes like affect you, your opportunities, and your interaction with like performers, directors, and audiences?
When I had my opportunity, it was a wedding planner who was looking for something unique, and what we were presenting at the time, it was unique. It was a aerial ballet on a rotating pole, which is controlled by a motor and electronic system, so we can program the speeds. It can turn at different speeds, and it makes the performance really fluid, poetic, romantic. And at the time when it happened, we were the only 2 people on the planet
doing it. Yeah.
So for the planner, whether I was white, black, green, yellow, he had something unique to show to his audience. And this was much more important than whoever was there. And I just took that opportunity of, hey, I'm the only girl in the world doing this with this guy who's the only one in the world doing this. So just let's jump in and we'll see what will happen. And what happened is that I started working a lot because of the unique act. So I can't tell you if I was doing something less unique, would have had more work? I don't know.
Yeah.
I was just there at the right moment.
Okay. All right. So did you ever feel like pressure to be a certain image or to be accepted in the industry?
In that industry, it's a lot like dance.
Right.
They are stereotypes. Like in dance, you have to be tall, thin, and I'm not tall. I'm muscular. I'm not thin. I'm very muscular. So in the dance business, growing in the 80s, I was like not in the what was required.
Yeah.
In the circus world, I'm more in that image. But at the same time, it's you have to believe like in yourself.
Yeah.
Whether you're in that type or not, you have to believe in what you do. But I've seen in Germany, like in my first years, I was part of a Christmas show in a cabaret.
No.
And we were doing a rehearsal for the dress rehearsal. And 20 minutes before the dress rehearsal, the director fired all the girls that were doing like the dance opening number. So there were no more opening act for the show. And the reason was that the girls had their bellies like they didn't have like the perfect abs.
Yeah.
But those girls, they were German. They were not black.
Yeah.
They were not black. They were white girls. He just fired 6 girls like this before the premiere. So I was like, okay, they just don't have the standard that he's looking for. So I just, at that time, I said, okay, I better make sure that my stomach is tucked in.
Well, I mean, I think this ties back to the question because, like, it seems as if in that industry, like, it seems like the requirements are, like, very strict. Like, there's not a lot of, like, movability, right? There's not a lot of variation. So what I'm interested in is that did you ever find problems with that? Like, with making sure that you fit the specific archetype, let's say, for...
Well, it's part of the job. I mean, I accepted to work that way, to be like the fittest one, the to have like the perfect body, to this is what it takes in that field. So I'm not stuck to my race. I'm stuck to what they're looking for as of features.
Yeah.
And I always kept believing what you do is the only act in the world. So just focus on that and they'll hire you.
So sorry if I did. Okay,
fine.
can I? Oh, yeah. So I want to tie back to that question too, or what you just said. You seem like a very motivated person. All right?
I am.
If I was ever depressed, if I was ever down, and I had your phone number, I'd call you
Call
to
me.
motivate me. Yeah. So what I'm interested in is what keeps you motivated? Like, what's the source of that motivation? Where's it coming from?
I guess it's coming from heroes that I watch on television, you know, those
Role models.
heroes, like role models, those big role models like Oprah and all that line of women. And I remember when I was little, maybe I was like 13, 14 years old, and I wanted to be a dancer. I really wanted to become a dancer. I wanted to go and dance for the New York Harlem Ballet. I wanted to dance. And my sister said, "What are you thinking of? You're black. Who's going to hire you in Montreal? Just no one." And I was like, why is she saying that? I'm good. I don't see why I wouldn't have a chance. And then, of course, I did a few auditions and never got a place, never got a spot. But was it because I was black? I don't know. I know that 2 times the company told me that I was 2 inches too short. So I was not fitting the model.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I never got discouraged. I just kept trying and kept trying and kept trying, you know, like Forrest Gump, you know that movie?
Oh,
Yeah.
So I
Run.
run.
Run for
Run.
it. Yeah.
So that's what I did. I ran. And it happened not like this. It happened, I was
pretty young.
32 years old
32.
when my dream finally happened.
Wow.
So that was, when you're 32, most of the dancers are like, okay, that's the end of my career. I'm getting too old. I'm retiring. And me, it was starting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so no, I'm like really interested because it's like when do you ever get to interview a circus acrobat? Like I don't think that ever happens. Like at least to me, like I think it's very interesting. Anyways, one of the last questions. Well, obviously you've been in the industry for a very long time, and so what I'm interested in asking you is what changes do you see? As in, it doesn't necessarily need to be racial. It could be just like in terms of height or anything else. But as you've been in the industry and given your time of experience, how you've been there, are you seeing any changes that is making the industry more inclusive, or do you think it's becoming more exclusive?
It's hard to say. I mean, both of them could be happening, you know? It's like, yes, it's inclusive, more inclusive. But again, today with social medias, like, it's a way of your contacts, your network. the world has changed. It's not as before. Before it was like, I have to be the best. I have to work. I have to get the best coaches around, to have the best technique around, so that my act is like on top, is the wow moment of an event. That I was based on that. Today, it's who likes you, who do you know, what field, who has the contacts.
Yeah.
It's hard now. It's harder. I think it's harder now
Okay.
than before.
Shandelle, to steal your thunder a bit, because I know that your question is up next, but I'm interested. So another question I'd like to say, is that better? Do you think it's better that it's more like networking and less talent and skill? Do you think it's a positive improvement or not?
For me, no.
Okay.
It's, I believe, maybe it's an old thinking, but I believe the better you are at mastering what you do, the more maturity you get and the better you are on stage.
Okay.
I really don't think you can become an acrobat in 3 months. No way.
Well, with that, what advice would you give to like young black girls or women who wants to, pursue acrobatics but worry about stereotypes, like as you said, with the whole you have to be tall, like this and that?
I mean, stereotypes are there. They exist. Are they going to disappear? I doubt. But I think that every black little girl, they really have to believe in themselves that they are good and no one else is there to tell them. And that's the hardest. It's really the hardest because there are a lot of people around who are always saying, you're dreaming too big, it will never happen. Look, we live in a white world, blah, blah, blah. We also live in a man world. It's like you have to be like this little Harriet, You have to close your ears and just keep following what's inside of you. Get the best teachers, the best mentors. Go for them. Don't think that you're not enough for them. Just go for them and think that you are the best. Live like it.
Yeah.
Live like it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's my
you
advice.
gotta start believing in yourself.
Yes, first.
Right. Yeah. So, well, this interview has been certainly, at least to me, very interesting.
Thank you.
And it's been very eye-opening.
I hope so.
But yeah, but before we put an end to it, we'd like to know, is there anything you'd like to share, or is there anything you'd like to give as advice? Oh, that guy wanted to share something.
Maybe we can
Do
tune
it
back.
later.
Well, my advice is like there's nothing easy. Really, there's nothing easy. I just produced a show after 2 years of research and creation. And to me, I feel it's a really, really good show. I'm trying to sell it. I want it to play. It's very hard to sell. It's very hard to get the attention. But I'm not putting my arms down.
Also, another question. As an, obviously, like, I'm not somebody that watches like acrobatics a lot. But what I'm interested is in, what do you think would be a good pitch to get somebody like me to be interested in acrobatics? Like, interested in watching, not necessarily practicing, but just like interested in just like watching the shows and stuff like that.
Well, I have one question. You're from Montreal? You grew up here?
Well, I didn't grow up here, but I've been staying here for a good bit.
Like how long?
As in, like, I came here when I was like, what, 6?
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7. So I mean, let's say, yeah, I grew up here. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever seen a show by Cirque du Soleil?
Not yet.
Why?
I suppose it's information. I don't think I've known about, shows like that.
Well, to me, that's my first advice. Is like, this company is like the company internationally known, like for 30-something years now. They've put circus on the map. They are from Montreal. Every 2 years, they have a new show. Their premiere is always in the Old Port. I know the tickets are expensive, like maybe too expensive, but I think that one Montrealer should see their show once in their lifetime.
Yeah.
I really think so. It's
We would be wild.
you'd be really like, wow, they can do this. Like a human body can do that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've seen acrobatics before, like maybe on social media, Instagram, TikTok. Like the way it's very like hard when I see it, because it's kind of like, how did they do that? You know?
Training.
And they still
Training.
keep going. Even if they like fall down and like be like, oh, I can't do it.
They get
But
up.
They get up and they do it, and that's really that's something that I don't think I would able to do, honestly. But it's very nice to see. It's very nice to see.
No, this is my advice. Go see one live show once in your lifetime. It's worth it.
Okay.
Well,
Come see my show.
Yeah, let's start with that. Why not?
well, with that, we thank you for tuning in, and of course, a very special thanks to Elsie Morin. You know, the things that you said was very inspiring, really, and I really hope it does inspire other people.
I
who
hope
wants
so.
who wants to like pursue that talent, you know. But thank you very much for that, really.
Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, making change requires everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.